Yoga Mama Jess. I'm so glad to see you all, and I just want to take a moment to show you our natural lighting that is provided by this beautiful full moon this morning. That is just so amazing. So just take a moment in your day to take a look around you and notice all of the beautiful things that we have to be thankful for. So let's get started. Go ahead, bring your feet about hips width apart, arms down to your sides. Standing here in our mountain pose, stand up really tall, reach up through the crown of your head, bring your shoulders up to your ears, and then slide those shoulders down and back. Turn your palms to the front, spread those fingers, open up the heart. Now really press down through the entire foot. Maybe take a little rock side to side and forward and back so you can feel all four corners of your feet pressing down on the ground. Again, palms to the front. Take a few moments here to tune into your breath. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Inhale, breathe in deep. Fill up those lungs. Exhale, let it go. Take a couple more just like this. And if it helps for you to tune into that breath a little bit more, please feel free to close your eyes. Take one more nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's just take a nice easy twist, side to side. Kind of shake out that body, shake off the cobwebs. If you're doing this yoga first thing in the morning, it always feels good just to shake it all out. And then go ahead, find your way back to center. Come up to the top of your mat, hands to your heart, feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, gazing up to the palms. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. Inhale, come up to a flat back, crown of the head reaches forward, hands to your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to a plank. Let's hold it here for a couple of breaths in this plank pose. I love that when I look over to the camera, the moon is right above my back. That's so awesome. So just breathe here. Shoulders are over your wrists, up on your toes, maybe down to one knee or both knees if that feels better. Just keep those hips in line and keep breathing. With your next inhale, reach forward. Exhale, gently lower down, knees, chest, chin, elbows hug the ribs. Drop your hips. Inhale, press up to cobra, shoulders back and relaxed. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, pressing all the way up to our first downward facing dog. So y'all know I like to take a few moments here to get into this downward dog. Spread your fingers, plant your palms. Extend your arms out from your shoulders, extend your legs out from your hips. Now let your head hang here. Go ahead, shake your head no, and nod your head yes. We want to just let that neck relax. Now if you've got some tightness in the hamstrings, you could add a little bend in the knee, or even bring the feet a little wider apart. Either way, think about pressing your hands forward, shift your hips back. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, feet up to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, gazing up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to plank, lower knees, chest, chin. Feel those elbows. Inhale, press up cobra, shoulders back and relaxed. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. This time in your dog, go ahead, bend your right knee, press your left heel down. Bend your left knee, press your right heel down. Just walk out this dog. Start to get some blood pumping through the back sides of those legs. bring your heels back to your mat. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, feet up to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to plank. Now lower knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, chaturanga, yoga push-up. Inhale, press forward, cobra or upward facing dog, shoulders back and relaxed. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Now, just a couple of options I want to mention here. If you're not feeling that dog today, that's okay. You could always come down to your knees and reach your arms forward for a puppy pose, or even sink your hips back to your heels for a child's pose. As I always say, listen to your body. Today might feel different than yesterday did. That's normal. So whichever pose you choose, inhale, exhale, feet up to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms up, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. This time on your exhale, step just your right leg back behind you. Find your way into a lunge. Walk your left toes forward, walk your right toes back. Once that left knee is over your heel, go ahead, lower the right knee down, untuck your toes, and then walk your hands up above the left knee. Now, we want that right hip to sink down and really get a great stretch in the front of the hip flexor. If you're not ready, just back it off a little bit. That's perfect. When we stay here for a couple of breaths, you might notice you can sink that hip a little bit lower, maybe even reach the arms overhead. Slide those shoulders down and back. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, release, hands to either side of your left leg. Now straighten the leg, pull those toes in towards you. Folding over that straight right leg, but check those shoulders. Those shoulders want to creep up when we fold forward. Slide them down and back. If you'd like a little more here, maybe grab the toes. Now think about those hips. Pull your left hip back, press your right hip forward, and in case you were wondering where your hamstring is, I bet you felt it right there. Keep pulling the left hip back, pressing the right hip forward. Now point your toes, shift forward, come back into your lunge. Plant your right hand down on the ground. Inhale, left arm up. Roll that left shoulder open. I just can't get enough of that beautiful moon. So while you're here, maybe circle out the wrist, maybe reverse the circle. If you'd like a little more, go ahead, tuck the right toes, lift your knee, and then drop that hip even more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release, gently lower the right knee, untuck the toes, and then one more time, hips back. Now, whether you keep your right hand on the ground or right hand reaches for the left toes, extend that left arm back behind you. Oh, a little stretch, a little twist. Release, come back to center. Bend your left knee. Tuck your right toes, lift your knee. Now, listen up. We're going to move into a vinyasa, but as always, you've got an option. So first option, you can step right into downward facing dog or even child's pose. Second option, step back to plank, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And we all meet here in our downward dog, or of course, your child's pose. Inhale, really lengthen through your spine. Exhale, feet up to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. This time, step just your left leg back behind you. Walk the left toes back, walk the right toes forward so that right knee is over your heel. Gently lower the left knee down, untuck your toes. And again, that hip might not be opening up yet. That's okay. Just back it off a little bit if you need to. Otherwise, from here, sink into this lunge. Hands right above your right knee, or maybe clasp your hands behind your back and open up. If you've got, I just heard a little crackle, crackle. That was my shoulders. So I was just going to say, if you've got a little more opening in the shoulders, feel free to lift the arms away from your back. You can see I've got fairly tight shoulders. It's all right. That's why I keep doing yoga. Now gently release the clasp of your hands. Hands down, straighten the right leg, pull that right hip back, pull those right toes in towards you. Again, stay here. If you'd like a little more, reach for the toes, either right hand or left hand. You get a little bit of a twist. Keep pulling the right hip back, pressing the left hip forward, and then check those shoulders. Slide those shoulders down and back. Release, point your toes, shift forward, come back into your lunge. This time, left hand down, right arm up. Maybe circle out the wrist and reverse the circle. Relax your hand. If you'd like a little bit more, tuck your left toes, lift your knee, and then twist a little bit deeper. Release down. If you had the left knee up, go ahead, lower it down, untuck the toes, pull the hips back, straighten that right leg. So taking another twist here, you can keep your left hand on the ground, or maybe reach your left hand to your right toes, and then pull that right arm back. Come back to the front, bend your knee, find your lunge. Tuck your left toes, lift your knee, stepping into downward facing dog or child's pose, or go ahead and take your vinyasa. With your next inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, walk or hop your feet up to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms sweep up, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to plank, lower down, elbows hug the ribs. Inhale, press up, shoulders back and relaxed. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, come back into your plank. Exhale, lower just your right knee down. Now pivot your right foot back behind you, right hand down, inhale, left arm up. This is a modified side plank. Now you can stay here. Maybe you lift your left leg up. Maybe, if we warmed up that hip flexor a little bit on the lunges, bend your knee, reach back, find that foot with your hand, and then press that foot into the palm of your hand, really opening up the front side of your body. Now, gently release that foot, no slingshot. Inhale, extend your arm, extend your leg. Exhale, come back to your plank, our one and only today push-up. And then left knee down. Pivot your left foot back, and sorry for giving you my back here. Right arm up. Again, stay here. Maybe you lift the right leg off the ground. Maybe you reach back, find that foot, and then press that foot into the palm of your hand. Now gently release your foot. Inhale, extend your arm, extend your leg. Exhale, come back to your plank. One more push-up if you'd like it. Otherwise, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Maybe walk out this dog, bending one knee and then the other. Bring your heels back to your mat. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, feet up to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your arms hang. Inhale, slowly, slowly round all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Exhale, nice big shoulder roll. Keep your hands down to your sides. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so very much for joining me for this really beautiful full moon yoga class. Now, as always, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any comments or suggestions or anything you'd love to work on here in our yoga practice, just let me know. My email is yogamamajess@gmail.com, or of course you can message me through Facebook or Instagram. And until then, have a really, really beautiful day. Namaste.